There's so much life and energy that your daughter had that we enjoyed immensely getting to know her. As hard as today is, it must be lovely to be able to remember her and see her being remembered so fondly.
Oh, yeah, it's grand. I mean, it's amazing because people who, like fans, I think you call them, they send me cards and letters, you know. This morning I got 5. You know, oh, I've lost...
Oh, hang on, where are the tissues?
Oh, my...
There we go, well done.
My card's in the green room.
Yeah.
You've got some cards. We'll get...
Can you get the big one?
It's
you know, there's one.
understandable.
Mother Day card. You know, the one that you have to go and get?
Yeah. They're going to
on their bed?
We'll get the floor.
That's the
Don't
one
set
that
Jack
you
off, because we want to talk to him too. We'll get someone to get it, don't worry. But Jackie, I mean, for us, it's amazing to think it's been 10 years, because her presence is, you know, so big still, and her force. But you must have felt the loss every minute.
That's right. When people say to me, oh, 10 years has gone so quick, I don't understand that, because it's every day for me.
Yeah.
So I can't get it. But what did get me was the 22nd of February. And I was out, we're filming, and I went, oh, my God. It's their wedding day. I texted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I thought, God, and I broke thinking that Jack and Jade, like, they got married, but they've never had a wedding life. You know, they only had one day.
Yeah.
You know, he did, didn't you? You only had one day, really.
Yeah, well,
your wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We've never lived a wedding.
It was a month after, wasn't it? But
it
wasn't really...
never had a wedding life, did you?
No.
You had a relationship, you know. And if she was here, life would be so different. I'd have the kids. You know, you'd be at home with her. We would, wouldn't we? We'd all be there together if she was alive now.
Yeah, it'd be completely different.
Oh,
it's been a very tough...
You'd still be a family, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
It's been a tough...
I say that, yeah.
Here's that card you're just talking about. This is a card that's been sent to...
That's my last birthday card. She was dying. You look inside.
And can you see what it says? A mum is like a tea bag, only in hot water.
You went missing.
Do you realise how strong she is?
Yeah, he went missing. Jade was dying, he went missing, and was like, where is he? He went to go and pick up the card.
Oh,
I didn't even know.
So lovely.
And then when you told me to open it, because I thought it was for the boys, didn't I?
Yeah.
And the boys are talking about Bobby and Freddie were what?
She tried to write it.
Oh, and she was so ill.
Yeah, that's when she was really poorly.
Hold that up so people...
Where she wrote it.
So Bobby was 5, Freddie 4 when she passed away, so now 15 and 14.
It's crazy, isn't it?
What are they like?
Oh, they're lush. Bobby is spit into Jade. Freddie's Jade as a baby. Bobby is Jade as an adult. We get sad days.
Sure.
You know, we put DVDs on. And
with the kids as well?
Yeah, well, Fred don't do it. Fred just gets his own, goes in the bedroom in my house, and stands on his bed and does her workout.
Because, of course, these are her fitness DVDs.
Yeah, Bobby does it.
We're very successful,
And then Fred does it. No, me and Bob, if we get a bad day, we've got so many DVDs. But he likes her PA one. So we watch that. But they're big. I mean, Bobby's 15 now.
Now you are.
Oh,
yeah,
what does that mean for you?
I have seen him, in the last year or so.
Why did you see him? Because Freddie rang me when he was in your house, right? But
Jackie,
I think you should have an option.
Let's let Jack...
Tell him that you need an option.
They
need an option.
I don't blame Jeff. I'll put it right. At the start, I was getting myself into trouble and whatnot, and I was on a downward spiral. So I don't blame him at the start for doing what he'd done, and he has let me see him now, and I do speak to him on Instagram and stuff, but they are quite far away from where I live, aren't they?
Yeah,
and how has it been for you? I mean, everybody, and we've got Dr. Hilary here because she did extraordinary things to raise awareness of cervical cancer and the need to have proper testing and screening and to answer those things that come through when you have got dodgy cells that she ignored. How has it been for you then, trying to carry on? Because you had that intense relationship and so much love, and then nothing.
I mean, it's been difficult because I had a whole family, didn't I? I had Bobby and Freddie. I know they wasn't my kids, but I still see them as they was. I had Jackie, Jade, and then all of a sudden everything just got taken away. Jade got taken, the boys got taken, and Jackie, So I've gone from everything to sort of... I've got my own family, but you know what I mean? It just went from nothing, so it's hard to deal with. Yeah, it was really hard.
What are your... Jack, what are your... I mean, it's 10 years. I mean, it's extraordinary that it's been 10 years. As Jackie's saying, it's been daily, and of course it has been. What are your memories of Jade, of the person you fell in love with, and...
Just every time I picture Jade, I just picture her laugh. Never, ever be down or depressed when you're with her.
Very true.
Impossible.
And what about you? Have you been able to find any way to move on? Have you found a new relationship? What's your...
Yeah, I did try and move on, but I think I sort of rushed into it and sort of was trying to look for a replacement sort of thing, and it didn't seem to work, which wasn't the right thing to do. And
it's not fair on the other person, then, is it?
I'll be honest, I don't really have that same feeling that I did for Jade. I can't really feel that for anyone else, so I don't think it's the right thing to do to get into a relationship.
Yeah, you have to. She'd want you to.
It's not fair on the other person.
She'd want you to, yeah.
You're mothering everyone, aren't you, Jackie? Look at you, you're going to take her.
She would love Jack to be happy and have someone. She would.
But it's hard, though, isn't it?
Yeah, she would like you to have children.
Yeah, I mean, she did say to me, I know she would. It's just, I just can't.
You know, the day she dies, she don't care. He could be with a woman the same day. She would like him to have a life.
Because that was the sort of person she was.
She'd want Jack to have a life. She really would.
Well, Hilary's here. Let's talk Hilary, because, of course, once Jade did die, there was a huge uptake in women going for their smear tests. That was massive. Unfortunately, that's sort of waned quite dramatically more recently, hasn't it?
I mean, 400,000 extra women came forward and had screening after, Jade had raised awareness, and it was a fantastic thing because that would have certainly saved lives. And this is the second most common cancer in women under the age of 35. So if all women attended their screening invitation, we'd save about 83% of all cervical cancer deaths in this country. So what we want to do is to encourage women to understand that this is not a test for cancer, this is a test for abnormal cells which can be treated before cancer begins. So, it's a 5-minute test, just get it done. And I know that accessibility is difficult, some women are embarrassed, there may be other problems which stop them coming forward, but it is a 5-minute test. And what we're trying to roll out very soon is home testing, testing for the virus which identifies women who are most at risk of cervical cancer. So if women can do a home test without the embarrassment of having to make an appointment and going to see the doctor or the nurse, then we'll get more women having the test and identifying those at most at risk. So, that's a way forward, and hopefully that will happen soon.
Go on, ain't it?
Sure.
But, the boys, they can have injections now. When I went in Ireland, ITV4, right?
But you still need screening.
And there was we done 4,000. I got 4,400 girls to have the injection while I was in Ireland. 14 upwards, 4,400, and it dropped. It's like a kick in the teeth, because we're trying to fight it with Jade's legacy as well as other people.
This is the vaccination that 13-year-old girls currently given.
Well, the boys can have it now.
Yes, they can, and it protects against some of the viruses. But
that's right.
Women still need the screening.
Exactly. So I think if you have a son or a daughter, why can't you get your son that to protect him from passing it, because that's where it comes from, and the girl. I know, obviously, we can't have smear tests till we're 25 now, which is a liberty. You know what I mean? But just check. Just no matter what age you are, just check.
It's a priority.
It's not embarrassed. There's not such thing as embarrassed. You can't be scared for 5 minutes. Go in, because it's your life. It's you and your family life.
You make a colourful case.
You don't
but
be selfish.
It is an important message.
Yes,
Jackie,
it really is. And if you could do the boys as well, go ahead. Like Jeff was. Last year we talked to Bobby. And allegedly he had it, but he ain't yet. So this year I think both women and men, because men as well. You get cancer.
Sure.
Well, look, we wish you well with your own grief. It's going to be difficult, I know.
Yeah, thank you so much.
To be difficult, but
it's lovely to have you come in and
really
share a bit of time.
And Jack,
and to remember, what are your plans, Jack? What are your plans?
Bobby and Freddie have made a quiz. We're doing a charity quiz night tomorrow, so we're going to head down to that.
That's going to be lively.
Yeah,
that'll be a lot.
Very lively.
Yeah, it will be
Interesting.